I prepare to tackle my final test. One eye on the prize with the other fixed on a vinyl deck. Hypnotized by the spinning motion inside my head. Love inside the cycle, entire nights in a tired mess. Rock a tire with vacant stars and a tighter chest. Yellow tinted grills and a set of skills that I've tried to rest. Heartbeat on the floorboards as it cools more. All aboard the ship with a piss pour and a full shorts. I'm mixed with sorts, all bitter, twisted and born ready on the platform with a bag of vision and force.
Playing in bands for a long time. Now is, with playing shows at the Bursting, it's a bit better that we've got more that we can do. And there are some more interesting things coming through locally than there have been for prior years. Because of a lot of the struggles that we just as people have, a lot of people kind of fall into sort of drugs, drinking, whatever else, and it makes a lot of these very creative people just harder to work with. Even though there are all these struggles, there are still people that are trying through it all, and they're really what defines what Folkestone is to me personally. For years I've been skateboarding, which I think is a real creative output anyway. So yeah, for years we've been making the most of what Folkestone has to offer in that sense, although there's not a lot. We still try and push through and persevere with it all. If they take away the free skate park that we've had that had been fine for years, and all it needed was a bit of extra funding into the Shared Youth project, now that all that's gone and we're left with a skate park that we have to pay to go to. It's been cool riding for Jammer. I do really like what he's been doing. He's a really, really big influence on all the skateboarding in this town. Being one of the only shops to kind of really represent the locals and do things. He's going down Hive, teaching everyone. He'll put on all the jams. We've had the memorial jams for Freddie, we had them for Max and for Louis.
Yeah, I do think it's gotten a lot better. I just don't like how expensive it's become, and I think that with that kind of expense, there's parts of it that have become a bit fake, like it's got a bit of that facade. I think as much as it lifts the community, all of the new things that have been here, it does in a way kind of surpass that and just create opportunities for outside people to come in rather than the people that actually live here. I think the core of the issue is kind of like people's own personal problems and their own personal experiences, but then I think it's massively then aided by the fact that you're kind of all in the same boat in a way, and then it kind of just like snowballed. So many people that have had a lot of issues with like drugs and mental health, and a lot of people that have died, and it is definitely like rife. I think it's like, mental health can be so difficult to fix or to express, and I think that art in all of its forms helps you process, and it can really help you take you away from that bad space and just put you in a good space for a little bit.
What do you think of the term Folkestone as an art school? I love that face.
Very, very split opinion on that one. I think like 50%, it is an art school. There's a hell of a lot of artistic outlooks that you can join in with, and obviously it looks quite artistic and definitely, but also like no, not an art school at the same time, shutting out people that don't quite fit into the art school that they would like to promote.
So we sat on the window ledge in blankets and watched the sunrise leap over a monochrome town with apathy splattered like grey paint over the concrete, and we frowned because the faces that passed our dangling